And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. It is World Menstrual Hygiene Day on the 28th of May. And here with us to create more awareness is Anita Udoka. She's a counseling psychologist and girl-child advocate. She's passionate about the mental and sexual health of the next generation. You're welcome to the show, Udoka.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Appreciate you.
Yes, so going by the theme, making menstruation a part of life by 2030. That is the theme for this year's. What is your plan? I mean, you have an event coming up. So what's the Pat a Girl Foundation's plan? What do you intend to do in the next couple of days to commemorate this event?
Okay. Basically, we deal on period poverty. And what we're all about is getting sanitary products accessible and available, which include the sanitary pads, the tampons, menstrual cup, and the reusable sanitary pads. So we have, over the past 3 years, celebrated World Menstrual Hygiene Day and sticking to the theme, which also is we are committed. The hash we are committed till 2030. So for the foundation this year, we decided to have a period poverty awareness walk.
Period poverty.
Yes.
Let's establish what period poverty is for people who really do not know what it means.
Okay. Period poverty is a situation whereby a young girl do not have access to sanitary products. You could choose the pad, the tampons, the menstrual cup, or the reusable sanitary pad. She doesn't have access to a safe environment, a clean environment, no water to undergo her menstrual cycle or her menstrual period. So it's basically tagged period poverty. And then she ends up using unhygienic substances like materials, rag, cotton wool. Some go as far as plantain leaves in deep rural communities to go through her natural process that leads her to motherhood. So that's period poverty.
Now, you're talking about what your foundation is doing?
Yes. Okay. So basically, we are doing that walk. Oh, we have even done the walk. We did that on Tuesday in Delta State.
Okay.
We had young girls come out to talk about period poverty on behalf of the young girls in rural communities. We're just trying to let them know in the city that, oh, if you can buy one pad for a girl because this is what she's going through, and the prices of sanitary pad goes for as low or as high as 450 naira is what you get the cheapest. If you can do this good deed for that girl in the village to help boost her, her self-confidence, her esteem, make her comfortable when she's going through her period, please do, because now this is no longer an endemic, it is a pandemic, because even the COVID-19 made it so obvious that these young girls found it extremely difficult to survive. And so that's what we did. We're having our period policy conference. The essence of the period policy conference is to get relevant MDAs in government. So for Delta State, we are dealing with the girl child, Ministry of the Girl Child. We're dealing with Ministry of Health. We're dealing with the Ministry of Education, and we're dealing with Orientation Bureau. That's the Delta State Orientation Bureau / New Media. Okay. To talk about this ways to which they can help bring out or produce a policy, if it's or if someone in the house can come up and bring up this and say, these young girls can't afford pads. It's something we can do. Let us buy this pad, send it to the school, the counseling centers in school. We ensure that it's there, either termly or monthly. Because even a day before we had the walk, I visited the school. And the teacher told me that they just gave a young girl, this is the city now, not the village, tissue paper. Because she came and said, Ma, I need sanitary pads. I just got... Now, this is the city. Let's now imagine the village. Some persons will say it's supposed to be the duty of the parent to be able to... Now, we have to understand that the poverty level is high.
Yes, it is.
And some parents will be like, okay, if in my time I used cloth, if you can't manage this, use the tissue paper, use the cotton wool. Now, instead of you to say, I want to give 500 naira to a parent, oh, this is my cash donation for your daughter to buy sanitary pad. They would rather take that to you. Maybe they don't have red oil or Maggi. They would prefer to use that to buy Maggi, red oil or yam than the sanitary pads. They will say, go and look for a way to manage. So basically, that's the essence of the conference. MDAs, governments, help this young girl as little as you can termly, monthly, with one ministry superseding or overseeing this whole process, and our organization, Part the Girl Foundation, going to monitor to ensure that it is a constant process, not something that is just done for a while and is being stopped. So
and you're starting with in Delta
yes,
State.
I'm starting in Delta.
Do you have a plan to, make this, spread this across all the parts of Nigeria?
Of course. Right now, the foundation, by the grace of God, is in 16 states with volunteers coordinator.
Fantastic.
We had celebrated World Menstrual Hygiene Day in Ogun State.
Okay.
We celebrated on the 19th, that's Friday.
Okay.
We're going to be celebrating in Port Harcourt, but we decided to collaborate SDG 17 with another organization. Okay. Then on the 30th, we'll be doing in Kaduna State. So we're trying to go broad because it's a deep it's an issue for these young girls in the rural community.
Quickly, because we have to go in a bit, let's talk about sustainability. Yes. What you're doing is a very laudable and beautiful idea. What you're doing for these young girls in schools generally, because we've seen what period poverty has done in the last couple of since we can remember. We've seen period poverty cause a lot of girls to drop out of school. Yeah. We've seen not just period poverty, also stigmatization and a lot of other things, which also brings the awareness. How do you intend to sustain this? So for example, you start this up in one school. How do you intend to check up, monitor, and sustain this awareness that you're bringing to the fore?
One of the things we decided to engage in is get volunteers in state. Okay. Because we believe when these volunteers are set to work for humanity, then orientation can start. And then we decided to go into the reusable sanitary pads.
Are you going to teach them how to make this?
Yes, we teach young girls how to make the reusable sanitary pads. We do that. Because we cannot just say want to give pads. She will see her period next.
Another time,
if she can afford work. So we decided as an organization to start the, our own reusable sanitary pads. We make it, but we don't sell it to these girls. We get good, kind-hearted people to buy. You buy for these girls. It's a donation.
Like a donation?
Yes. Then we go and give it to these girls. And we'll give you back feedback that, we are giving them this. And sometimes we teach these girls, because the reusable sanitary pad lasts for 6 months. So we will teach you how to now make your own, in case you have your clothes. And it should be cotton, mother care cotton, funnels, all those things. We'll teach you how to sew. We'll do that. And then you make, and then you can use to sustain yourself. Instead of cotton wool that you insert and you have little particles travel through, you get UTI
and a lot of other fertility issues as well.
So we do that for sustainability. So basically orientation, teaching the reusable sanitary pads, hygiene and all that, we all do that for sustainability.
It's quite commendable, and I'm very much impressed about the policy, because it needs to be instigated somewhere in our policies where it is a part of our system, where free sanitary towels are provided everywhere for not just girls in rural environments, because we also have girls in public secondary schools or schools who cannot afford sanitary towel. So quickly, let's talk about education, for these young girls. What mode of education does your foundation use in mentoring these young girls?
Funny enough, we do the normal basic kind of education. Okay. We talk to them the way it should be. Okay. We sometimes start from the young age of 9. And then we let them know that your period is your normal, it's a normal phenomenon. Okay. It's you, it's life. You have to go through it. Okay. We teach you that because it's part of reproductive health. Yeah. So I think they teach them something like that. So we help them start it up, like the normal educative period, classroom, assemblies. Sometimes we do seminars, we do conferences for it too. Yes, we do that also.
Well done. And more grace, because this can't be an easy feat at all. Well done. And for the good work that you're doing for the community and for these young girls, we would like to say thank you right there in the kitchen. So please, let's head over to the kitchen.
Back.